Hi guys, and welcome to Jan's Journey. I'm really excited to do this video. It's been a while. I was on vacation, I wasn't feeling good, and I really can't wait to actually do a video. And this one is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be using everything from Physicians Formula. It's one of those brands that I really like, and not only is a little bit affordable, it is a little bit high price when you go to the drugstore, but I do like their products because my skin is very sensitive, and sometimes I do have a reaction, no matter if it's a drugstore makeup item, just like it could be a high-end makeup item, and I do get breakouts and my skin reacts in some way. So I do like Physicians Formula because it's one that works for me, and but I've never used all of them when I'm doing my makeup, so I think this is really like a challenge, but at the same time go over with you the items that I'm going to be using. Some are some of my favorites, other ones are just new that I'm going to be trying out and sharing it with you. Also on this video I'm going to start applying everything from Physicians Formula. But I'm also going to be sharing clips because I did try to do a video using another product from Physicians Formula. So I'm going to be showing clips here and there so you could see other items from Physicians Formula, and then I'm going to let you know what I think about it. I don't mean, but I'm going to tell you that I really like cushions, especially when I have large pores. And I've noticed that cushions, foundations do tend to kind of like make it a little bit more flawless. And I do like the application, especially because I do have acne scars and those tend to come out more. But with the cushion foundation, I really like that. So I really like this product. I just feel like it was a little bit light on me. This is something that I have been wearing these two before. These are my skincare. This is part of my skincare routine, but they're both from Physicians Formula. It's hard to tell. But this is a cucumber stick and it's very refreshing. I actually put this around the underneath my eyes. And I'm going to tell you that at first I was skeptical about it because I'm not seeing a big difference, but going on a trip and when you're in a flight for almost 10 hours and then there's a time difference, so by the time you get there it's daytime, you don't want to waste your time, so you're continuing, so you're awake for so many hours, and then the next day you wake up early as well, so you barely have any rest, and it was already showing under my eyes. And I noticed that I wore this that night that I got to the cruise, and then in the morning I wore it and I noticed that my eyes were looking a lot better even though I was not getting any rest. So I do notice that it's working, and since then it's something that I wear in the morning and at night, so I do include that on my skincare routine. So it's something that I'm really enjoying. Another thing that I'm using is the Organic Wear Bright Booster Oil Elixir. I was starting to use, I think it was around October. I got the one from I forgot the name of it. I was using that, but I'm not seeing much of a difference, so I started using that oil again, and I was trying to compare both, and I noticed that I feel like this one is giving me a better, I feel like my skin does look better in my daily routine. I noticed that I'm getting a better, my skin is more moisturized, it feels so much better, and it's helping the makeup to hold a lot longer. Before, because of the oils, because of the powders that I was using, it was creating my skin to get oily quicker. So changing your skincare routine does really help for your makeup to last a lot longer. So the shade that I made for the Physicians Formula is MN3, and I think I've done like 2 videos and I really like it. I forgot to put something else, but you're gonna see in the video that I did put this in the other video, the first one that I did, which is the Physicians Formula Illuminating Primer. Sometimes when I'm gonna go out or take some nice pictures, I do apply this. So I really like it. I don't feel like it feels at first when you put it on like lightweight like it should, maybe for a primer, but it does give it that illuminating factor, and it doesn't give me a difference. I have put it on half of my skin and half without it, and I don't see that is my skin has any type of reaction, meaning that the oils are coming through a lot quicker. So I think this is a good shade. I noticed that some of the products are not working on me because I guess I did get a tan. Even though it was cold, it was chilly where we went. Well, now you can see that I started with the concealer. This concealer I really do like. I actually took this concealer with me because it does has SPF, and I think it travels pretty good. The only thing I don't like is the pump, because you can't control the consistency. So when you pump it, sometimes I feel like it comes out too much. I do like that it comes with a sponge, but sometimes I don't use a sponge, especially when I'm in a hurry. I do like that, like I said, it has SPF and it's SPF 30. The bad thing is that it only comes in 3 different shades. So what I do sometimes is I mix this concealer with another one to give it the shade that I want. But I really do like this concealer. I feel like I like the coverage. It's full coverage, it's weightless, it's long wearing, it hides imperfections, it's hypoallergenic, which is perfect for me. One thing that I'm going to try today that I haven't used at all, and I just purchased it because I wanted to include a powder in the video. I am very picky with the powders that I use, because some of the powders I noticed that were drying out my skin, and because it was drying out, I was having more excessive oils. It didn't look good in my skin at all. And one of the ones that I've been using is this face powder. It's not translucent, it has a little shade there tint, but I really like how it feels in my skin. It's very soft, it comes off easily, and it does hide a lot of the pores, and I feel like it does look good in my skin. Even though it's not translucent, but I could work with that. And is one that I took with me because I really enjoy that powder. And I noticed later on, sometimes I would try a powder, and the more I will stay using just that powder, I will realize I will start breaking out on this area, which is where I put the powder the most. So I stopped, looking for some powder. So this one is my first time using this powder. It's from Physicians Formula Mineral Wear, and this is the powder right here. It comes, I think, in a few shades. This one is soft ivory, so it won't be different from the powder that I'm actually using. It's a loose powder, and I do like that it's a foundation coverage, and it gives you a natural matte finish, and it has SPF 16. So all these 3 items that I'm wearing right now, from the foundation to the concealer, now to the powder, it has SPF, so it's going to be helping you, especially for the summer. So this is how it looks like. It is very well packed in there, and it does have like a little applicator. You could just lift the cap, and it has it conceals, I guess, nicely there, so it won't create much of a mess. And the shade that I picked was soft ivory. To be honest, when I was getting this one, they didn't have that many shades, so hopefully this one is okay. But the one I have is almost, I think, the same color, so that didn't bother me that it's not translucent. So a little bit came out, and I'm gonna use that to put around, to pick up some of the product and to put around my eye. I noticed that when I do this movement, it's helping for the pores not to show as much. Also, I love to add it on my eyelid, so when I start with my eye makeup, it's not sticky, and I'm using the same powder that I'm using around my eye. The fun thing about makeup is that whatever works for you, whatever is the technique that you're using, continue using it, even though it comes with a little brush, which I might use. One technique might work for you, and it might not work for somebody else. So I'm just sharing what has been working, because I've been trying to see what will work for me, and this is what I noticed that helps reduce the pores in my skin. I think this is too rough. I'm not gonna use that. Oof, I don't like that. It does feel very strong, the brushes. This is one of my favorite contour kit or contour palette. It's very powdery, and I feel like it has the nice shades there for my skin. So I don't use this too much, but I like to mix it with this one and start creating the shade that I want. how it smells. And sometimes, actually on my trip, I think I use this the most by itself. I didn't even need to use the other one. Especially when you're on the go, you don't want to take too long wearing makeup in the morning or applying it. So I would just use, as you can see, it does make a big difference with a little bit that passing on this brush. This one is a very light blush. You won't see much. It's very soft. I don't like too much blush on, so I'm gonna use the same technique. I do like this to pick up product because it's kind of like a flat. This is from an e.l.f. brush, and it has that curve pointy. And it always picks up a lot of product, and then I put it exactly where I want it, and then I use a brush to blend it. And the good thing about blush is that once you start blending it, it does kind of like fade. Now let's start with the eyes. I didn't get a palette. Once I looked at it, the palettes that I have, it was just all shimmer, and it was too late for me to get another palette. So as you can see, they're all shimmer, and it does have a nice purple there. But what I'm gonna do is use that bronzer to start warming up the eyes. The darkest shade here. To kind of like use it as my transition color, using that same fluffy brush. It's a blending brush. I do like that brush. I was surprised how this was able to pick up shimmer. Usually any type of shimmer shades, you have to, I think it's best if you wet the brush or you use your fingers, but with this one, I love how well it picked up the product. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pick, and I'm gonna make sure I have enough products on both sides, and I'm gonna put that on the lid. This shade here to put that on the top. Then I'm going to go with this shade here and use that same applicator. I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to use that color. And I like that it has like a triangle shape almost, so I'm going to do the same. Bottom, and apply some lipstick, of course, from Physicians Formula, and finish the rest of this look, and then I'll tell you my overall impression, which one I like and which one I don't like, which one I could pass. So you see the final result, so just keep on watching. Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, I finished the rest of my makeup. I just applied some lipstick, which I really love this lipstick. I took it on the trip too. I really like it because you want to know more, I did a first impression about this. I do like a matte lipstick, and especially one that is long lasting, that is organic, and it has no harsh chemicals. Then this one is really nice because it does gives you a nice volume, more like a normal volume. But there has been so many good mascaras that I'm really loving. I did use some highlighter. I'm wearing the highlighter from Physicians Formula. This is Butter Highlighter. I really like this highlighter, and it does give you a really nice amount. It's pretty big. And this one is Champagne. I have I think it's Rose, but I haven't tried it yet. This one is called Pink Rose, and it does have like a nice pink tone to it, but I didn't want to use the pink one since I'm already wearing kind of like the pink tones and the purple, so I just wanted to keep it more like a neutral color. So it is very nice. I look how rich that shade is. It's very buttery. It does say butter there, so I do like this highlight. Oh, this is my overall look. I really hope that you like this video. It was all using Physicians Formula products. Most of the products, as I was wearing it, I could tell you that I really like it. I enjoy it. The one thing that I just shared that I don't like is this too much. I feel like I struggle too much to use this, and I think I get better results using those two other mascaras that are from the drugstore. I really like this when I was using it. It blends nicely with each other, and I'm actually wearing this tone here in the corners and also for the brow bone, and it's really nice. It's very shimmery. It's not messy. You know, there's no fallouts, at least when I was applying it. And I like how it does feel buttery on my skin. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I really like everything from Physicians Formula. I like most of these products that I'm sharing. The one I don't like, I think, is that, and the one I use on and off is the primer. Sometimes I could do without, but I do like sometimes. I forgot to say this, that when I'm wearing no makeup and I'm just gonna go out, I usually tend to do my eyebrows, and I do apply this primer because I like the glow that it gives to my skin. It looks very more natural, and it's like a primer. It keeps it more moisturized. I actually wear the oil first, and then I apply the cucumber stick around the eyes, and then I apply this item, and then I just go ahead with the rest of my day without wearing any makeup on. That is rare, but I do notice that I do like the glow that it gives, and I feel like it keeps my skin moisturized as well. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy all these items that I was sharing with you. Some are new, some are not really new at all. Others I've been seeing, and I just couldn't wait to try it, and I'm glad I was able to try it on this video. So I really hope that you like this video, and if you did, I invite you to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye.